Hey everybody, it's December 28th. I'm back out here on the property. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm just gonna say yay because I was able to find this joker. This is what I lost off my flail mower. Now I just gotta go to the hardware store and buy a bolt, but I wanted to take some video because I think I'm seriously pursuing forestry mulcher to come out here and handle most of this for me, because it'll take me a month if I had the time off to do what he could probably do in 4 hours. So this is all privet. Some of it I've already knocked down a good bit. The fallen tree. We're over here by the creek, by the way. Let me get a better perspective of where we are. Plus I'll give you a nice little view of the Wattas. They're so pretty. And as you can tell, I have my gimbal with me today, so you get the wide angle. I'm sorry about yesterday's video. The audio was horrible. That's one of my pet peeves. Anyway, let's see if we can get you a good view of the creek. I don't think this does it justice. It's pretty here. Still need to clear out some of the brush, but anyway, even on the other side of the creek, that's all privet. Anything you see that has leaves on it, I guess I wanted to be. Oh, look at that, and that's so pretty. There's the tractor. And this is the area that I've kind of thinned out, but I needed done better. So I'm gonna walk along the creek. Now the big trees, yeah, of course they're gonna stay, but I think it's fair. I think all privet is fair game. This thing right here, I've already taken the top off of, trying to grow back. Pretty much anything you see with leaves on it. This area, of course I'll fix this and come back to a lot of this with a flail mower, and hopefully it'll munch it up, but I think it's getting to be about time for me to replace the blades on it. I mean, I've abused it pretty much. This area right here needs to be thinned down. All that privet that's around these bigger trees needs to be mulched. This little area here, of course, watch the vine, because you never know what that's going to pull down with it. That vine goes all the way up that tree. A little pile on the ground. Would love to have mulched. Watch out for my 4x4s. They've been sitting out of here for about a year now. Still look like they're in great shape. There's some more privet. Needs to go. That whole little cluster here. See, this right here is probably a whole 20 minutes worth of work with one of those things. I'm gonna come out over here. Of course, this is a new branch that fell. I'll walk through the wash system a little bit. I gotta be careful because it's not really cold out here today. I've already seen lizards. And this is about where the property line is. I'll stack the sticks like that along it. Then it goes straight through that thicket, diagonally. Walk around. That thicket's got to go. And walk the side of it along the wash system. Probably what I really should be working on. But yeah, this needs to go. This little thick area here needs to go. This little area right here behind these trees needs to go. course. And I'll have to probably walk through that to figure out where the property line is. All this little stuff that I've knocked over and some down tree that needs to go. I like this big tree that's kind of leaning here. I want to leave that, but I want to get everything around it. Like this stuff that's right up by it, right here. I want gone. That leaning tree. That leaning tree is a headache maker, not quite a widow maker. I got some widow makers though. That's a show. That's not one. I'll probably cut that down myself. Of course, look over here, and there's more of the same. And I pushed a lot of it over to the property line anyway. And it's a little muddy right here. But yeah, so there's more of the same. Just laid up over there. And of course, my little pond, I'm gonna work on that. But everything around that, see all the stuff I got pushed down. This all needs to be mulched. We'll try to avoid the roots of the tree right here, because even though it's leaning over and it's kind of funny looking the way it is, I'm gonna try to leave it. And then I'm gonna get around the water first. But yeah, there's lots of sticks laid over into that too that need to be mulched. This little section here needs to be mulched well. All that out there. It's a muscadine vine. That might be right at the edge of the property line there. I might be actually, I'm pretty sure I'm walking on it right now. But what I got him to do on this side, man, he probably can handle in a couple of hours. This area right up in here, you can probably make fast work of that. I need to dig my stuff out from the holes here. I just kind of let it sit here. It's probably not good for it. But yeah, this is a thick little spot here. The forestry mulcher does a decent job. It does. But it's nothing like, the flail mower does a decent job, but it's nothing like a forestry mulcher. Like as far as being able to go in on things that, of course I've taken the flail in on things. Yeah, that needs to be mulched up. This area could be cleaned a little better. And, of course, there's stumps down in here that would benefit from a nice little shave on the tap. And all this stuff right here by the driveway, this can go. And then this little stuff up by the trees, that can go. That's my rake. I need to carry it back down the other direction. And of course I started pushing through here a little bit from the other side. This can all go too. I'll have to start digging through some of these rocks here. There's lots of quartz here. Probably pull it right out of the dirt and use it somewhere. This stuff right here, be gnawed up. A couple of stumps there. No telling what's in this hole. Haven't been into it yet hard. But I'm gonna walk down into this a little bit. Lots of wildlife out today. Yeah, this area right here needs to be handled. And most of the stuff up on this hill, except for the larger trees, a lot of this is just privet. A lot of it's dead privet now because of me. But yeah, this little thick section here can go away. I'd like to have this hill clear, and I'll walk back along the causeway here. That's what I've been calling it, because it really is. You know, when the wet season comes, which will be a little bit later next year, because it's not 2023 yet. When that happens, this will be vastly different. I mean, the driveway will be above water, no doubt. Because I didn't have any issues till whenever I was, doing this initially, till about right here. That was a funny thing. These are things that I remember. I remember getting stuck on the tractor right here because I had a lot of really, really soft dirt. And I was putting number 3-4 rock down, and all I would do is just sink it in the mud. So about here, there's the old stream, and that'll start up whenever the weather gets wet enough. But I have a pipe up underneath this, lets the water drain from one side to the other. I don't know if I ever showed you guys or not, so I can't see because of the sun. But that's that. And I have a ditch on this side because I was connecting all the water flow. And of course this right here is connected to that, and it does its thing. I'm gonna have to get the backhoe back on and get busy. But yeah, we've got water down in here right now. And then let me see if I can find where the other pipe is. There's some stuff I want mulched too. But I have another pipe that's running up underneath this joker I put rocks on top of. There it is. Down in there under the grass. Of course, that piece of pipe is just a piece of pipe. But this is where the lowest point is. It's kind of hard to look at it like normally and think of it as the lowest point, but it is the lowest point. And then from there, I had an area where I let the pipe come over here. This is where the water comes out here, and there's another pipe a little further up where the water just kind of comes under the roadway, and it goes out into here. And that in the middle is probably about 4 feet deep, the one that you can see the water on top of. It's still frozen pretty good. But I dug that because I was trying to see if I could get the water to a little closer to the water table so it would drain fast. And during the summer, I think it all evaporates well. And what you're looking at here is a field of crimson clover and fescue mixed. And that's probably impassable right now with a tractor. But anyway, you see this junk over here. It all needs to be thinned down properly. And then I wouldn't mind just having them, pull up on my stick piles and just go into town with those. If not, I'll drop a fire log down in those jokers eventually and burn them. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm about to run to the hardware store, I believe, and get a bolt for the flow mower blade. All right, y'all be good. When I come back, I'll try to hook up a time lapse.